Hi, welcome to Vance Tried It. Today we're going to be trying a recipe that I found on Kristen's Friends Cooking. And what she did is she took a packaged confetti cake mix, put it in a bowl. Now, I think you could use really any cake mix you want, but the instructions on the back, we're just going to ignore those. We're going to do our own thing here. We're going to take 1/2 of a cup, that's 1 stick of melted butter, put it in with the cake mix, and 2 eggs. And we're going to stir this up. We just want to get this all incorporated together. Now, Kristen's Friends Cooking is a real good channel. I enjoy watching her and the recipes she tries. And so I would much appreciate it. I'm going to put the link to this video down in the description here. And I would appreciate it if you would go and check out her channel and like and subscribe to her channel. Maybe even comment, let her know that I'm the one that sent you over there. And hey, while you're down there, if you would go ahead and push the like button here on this video, subscribe, share, comment, I sure would appreciate it. What is your favorite cake? Now, I am always a fan of German chocolate cake. You know, the chocolate cake with the coconut caramel frosting on it. That is good stuff. Okay, so we have this all incorporated together. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put in there one of these packages of M&Ms. Now, Miss Kristen, she used peanut butter M&Ms, but I'm using M&M minis because I just think they will incorporate in there a little bit nicer. And then about 5 ounces of mini marshmallows. And we're going to get this all incorporated in there too. Now, this becomes a really stiff batter. So you're going to have to work this a little bit. In fact, I think it's going to take a spatula and a spoon because this is a gooey mess. But that's all right because we're not afraid of messes here on Vance Tried It. I'm going to put this down right there because I think this spatula is going to work a little bit better than that spoon at this point. And we're just trying to get it all mixed in there where it's evenly together. And that looks pretty even to me. And now what we're going to take is an 8x8 pan. I have buttered this pan. And you can use cooking spray. I like to use butter. Because the more natural I can get, the better I like it. We're going to put this batter right in here. Scrape out all the goodness out of here. And now we're just going to spread this around in here. Have to push it down a little bit. Like I said, this is a very thick batter here. So don't be shocked that it's not runny. It's not supposed to be. So just spread it out. Get it all pressed in there. Just like that. And then we have our oven heated up to 350 degrees. And so we're going to put this in here for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to come back and finish this off. We'll see you then. Welcome back. So we actually cooked this cake about 27 minutes. And here's the challenge that I'm finding right now. And that is there's so much marshmallow in there that the toothpick test of whether it's done or not, I don't think really worked very well because that marshmallow is so gooey that that's what I get on my toothpick. So I just kind of had to go by what the top looks like, and it looks done. And so we'll just have to see what happens. But right now, we're going to frost it. What I have here is some buttercream frosting. Now, Miss Kristen, what she used was some colored frosting, because she made hers look all pretty, kind of springy, and she melted her frosting to put it on there. And she did a couple different colors and poured it on there so it looked all nice and pretty. But I'm just going to be spreading this frosting on here. But, you know, I think if you're going to make this for some sort of a potluck somewhere, I think using that method of melting your frosting would work really well for this. And it did look really nice on her channel. But I'm just going to spread some of this frosting on here. And we have let this cool off a little bit, but it is still warm. And so this spreads really nicely. I'm just going to use this whole can here. I'm making a mess because, you know, if I'm not making a mess, I'm not cooking. So we're going to just get as much of that on there as we can. Let's get it out to the edges. So there is kind of an indentation in here in the middle. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it did fall in the middle a little bit. Maybe that means I didn't cook it enough. I'm not sure. But there's no going back now. So we're just going to see what we have, and then we can just make some recommended adjustments from there. All right. So we have our frosting on here. Just like that. Now, hey, we're just going to open this up, open it up. We're going to cut it up, cut a slice, put it on a plate, see how it holds up, see what it tastes like. Let me grab a plate and something to dip that out of there with. Okay, here we go. Just going to do some cutting here, loosen it up around the edges. We go. And I would say that the cake part does look done, so that's good. It's nice and colorful. I don't know if you can see that, but where all the M&Ms melted up, it's nice and colorful in there. Now Miss Kristen, she put some sprinkles on top of here, which just make it look even prettier if you did that. But let's give it a taste and see how it is. I mean, here's my thing. It's good. It's probably not great. It kind of tastes a little bit more like a cookie cake than a cake. It's pretty sweet. I don't know. I think there's better cakes you can make, especially, you know, one of those bags of M&Ms is like $5.50. This is like a $10 cake for 8x8. I'm just not sure it's worth it. I think we can make a better cake for less, maybe even make it from scratch. So I guess my opinion of this is, I tried it, so you don't have to.